So I heard about the story of Mike Vrabel and Dianna Russini being caught at an Arizona hotel, spa, whatever, and laying out together, hugging, touching, everything like that. And apparently, Dianna Russini has been called out before, I guess, accused of sleeping with a married man, even though she is married too. Like when the Washington Commanders were the Washington Redskins, and like I think they said 15 or something like that, when the wife called her out saying that she's having sex with my husband. And when women are in masculine spaces, I love how people are just shocked that there's affairs. Shocked! What the heck? What's happening? When, if you watch a movie or a TV show, people are having sex constantly. It's like you're watching a porno, but you're not. It's just TV now. Like, The Peaky Blinders is a very good show. But oh my gosh. There is so much sex. It's insane. And why do we have to watch them have sex? Is that to make us just think about sex all the time so it's easier to control? You and I? Because it is easier to control. If I'm constantly thinking about women having sex, it's easier to control me. Put an attractive woman in front of me and she'll lead me around like I'm an idiot. And I'm not saying I haven't done that. I have been an idiot multiple times. I think every guy has, at least for the most part, with a woman, at least a little stupid. And I don't understand why we're shocked that there's these affairs. Like social media and Hollywood, I just said Hollywood makes movies. Like, it's cool for married people to have sex with other married people. Like, that's how Hollywood... Like, if you're loyal, who are you? Like, what are you doing? Go have fun. That's what you should do. Like, in the Peaky Blinders, like, I just talked about it. And the last episode I watched, there was a married woman hooking up with Mr. Thomas Shelby. And as she's in the country at the time, attempting to have a child with her husband, going to the doctor to try to help her, yet she's hooking up with another dude. Wow. And this was in the 1920s, I think, because it was right after World War I, and I think they're up to like 20, maybe late teens, I don't know exactly, a year. So they're saying, oh man, it's been over 100 years. Everybody's been fucking constantly. Just do it. Just go with the flow. And it messes with your mind. It does. And Jason said one thing about Mike Vrabel, calling him a predator. I don't agree with that because we don't know. Because she could have just thrown herself at him multiple times, and he said no, 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 and eventually he just breaks down and he's weak, like most of us are. I'm not casting a stone. I am as weak as they come. And with that being said, when I was in the middle school, throughout my whole life, I've had a lot of married women drive to the hoop pretty hard, I guess I should say. Like, they were the aggressors. And did I falter here and there with married women and help them cheat on their husbands? Yes. And is it wrong? Absolutely. And I pray to God that I can be better if that happens again. Because if she chooses to do X, Y, and Z, and you're like, well, she was going to cheat anyway. It doesn't matter. I have control of me, and I need to be better. If someone else chooses to not be better and she chooses to do that with him, that's on her and him. And I need to be better. And I was the only male para. And if I wasn't there, the women would have been less distracted. I would have been less distracted. And it just, when men and women are in the same space and spend a lot of time around one another, stuff happens. It just does. You have to really be on guard to, like, and then there were some women that it was amazing how, like, just, I was like, that's the woman I want to be with. And not like, oh, I like the kind, because it was obvious they were so loyal to their husband. Like, they would talk to me, and it was just like them talking to a woman. Like, as far as there was no sexual, like, they were all about being loyal to their husband. And that was awesome. Because if you hook up with a woman and she's cheating on someone, how on earth can you possibly believe that she's going to be faithful to you? And then you're baffled that she cheated on you. Oh no. We all need to be better. And I guess this brings me to when Tiger Woods had his affair, or affairs, which, yeah, he messed up a lot, no doubt. But when it was happening, I saw all these men and women that have cheated on their spouse just excoriating, just belittling, just berating, just unpleasant to Tiger Woods because he did this. But yet all these hypocrites are the ones that are being the harsh on him. And I know exactly why. Because they see themselves in him and they're really being hard on themselves when they're being hard on Tiger. It's what people do. We're pathetic. And when you take God out of everything, you have to replace him with something, and Hollywood has replaced him with the devil, aka pure evil. Demonic, worldly, evil, do what you want, do what feels good ways. And I said in my last video in the description that Megan Rapinoe, idolizing yourself, everything that you believe is fact, anything that you don't believe is witchcraft and it's a lie. That's a scary way to live. Because if you are your own God, you will let yourself down all the time. Because I let myself down all the time. I mess up constantly. That's letting yourself down. If you say something wrong, if you do the wrong thing, that's letting yourself down. That's messing up. That's why I want to follow God. He doesn't mess up. If he says go right, right's the right way. I'll follow blindly. I refuse to follow myself blindly. I refuse to follow myself at all. I refuse to follow others. My dad told me a couple years ago, I guess, to question everything, even the things that he taught me. And I was a questioner before, but now I question everything so much. Even when it's my own thought, I question it. Is it right? Is it wrong? Is it worldly? Is it godly? Because those are, like, each and every thought you should examine. Because your thoughts becomes action. I think it's thoughts become words, words become actions, actions become who you are, or something like that. It starts with thoughts. Police them. Don't just let them run out of control. Stop them before they do. Pray on them. Ask God to help you not have certain thoughts. And is it going to be difficult in the world we live in with sex and degeneracy and everything else being just shoved down your throat? Yes. It's very, very hard. Because things affect you. Because I remember growing up in the 90s and 2000s, that's when video games were starting to get like the graphics were getting good, where it started to look like, ooh, is that reality? Is that fake? Is that real? Like, when things become what you see in reality, it's easy to forget where reality actually is. And there was all this stuff about video games making, like, the school shootings, Columbine, that it helped those, and almost 30 years later, absolutely. If it didn't guide them into that, it didn't help. It didn't help them not go into a school and do that and hurt people. It didn't help stop them. I can tell you that for a fact. Because I've watched Dexter and I've binge watched it, and it was amazing the thoughts I had. I'm like, why is violence the first? Because I was watching Dexter. Because violence is everywhere. So therefore, what you put into your brain, just like what you put into your body, it's going to affect how you function. What you put into your brain, it's going to affect how you think. If you put in godliness, scripture, you're going to get something different out of you than if you put in sexual degeneracy and cussing and violence and sex, and I put sex in there twice because there's so much, and sex a third time, drugs. Different stuff is going to come out than if you put in God and Scripture. It's just what is. We are hardwired a certain way, and we can't escape how we are hardwired and how God made us.